Hello guys, I'm Tom, and today we'll explore what the Smile Dip puppies are. These are one of the most dangerous, terrifying, and quite intriguing creatures or monstrous entities we encountered in the Gravity Falls series. However, it was confirmed what they truly are in Bill Cipher's new book. They are the Smile Dip puppies. They're also known as the flavor dogs or the demon dogs. These canine beings, although they appear as the logo for the well-known Smile Dip candies, are actually something far more sinister and dark. They are demonic entities that inhabit the astral realm and attempt to manipulate people who hallucinate after consuming these candies. They have the ability to trap their victims within the astral plane, leaving them in a type of journey from which they cannot escape. It is because of their fascinating and sinister lore, mentioned in Bill Cipher's book, that these creatures have captured the attention of Gravity Falls fans. They have become a topic of great interest due to their possible background and origins. That's why, in this video, I'll explain in detail what we know about the demon dogs of Smile Dip and propose some theories to explain what these creatures did to end up imprisoned in the terraprisma, or the terra prison along with Bill Cipher and the core from Amphibia. As we know, and as shown in the animated series, we first see the Smile Dip dogs in the episode where Wendy and her friends take Dipper and Mabel Pines to an old abandoned store. This was a very popular convenience store in Gravity Falls, run by an elderly couple who couldn't stand teenagers and young adults because they were troublesome and noisy. One unfortunate day, the local youth angered the couple so much by playing music too loudly that they both suffered fatal heart attacks. For this reason, the store was shut down following the deaths of the owners, the Dusan couple, in mid-1995. However, the authorities only locked the doors of the place without emptying the merchandise or clearing the shelves, as it still legally belonged to the deceased couple. It was expected that a family member or heir would claim the store, but this never happened. Thus, everything inside the store was frozen in time, like a time capsule from 1995. Among the products sold at that time were the candies known as Smile Dip. These consisted of a caramel lollipop and a bag of sweet powder that, curiously, caused severe hallucinations in those who consumed them. These hallucinations made people see two giant, seemingly friendly yellow dogs. Because of this, the candies were banned and their production and distribution were halted in the United States and around the world. By mid-1995, the shelf containing these candies was already marked, with police tape indicating their sale was prohibited. It's implied that they were eventually meant to be recalled by the manufacturers. We don't know exactly how Smile Dip originated. Curiously, the company that produced these candies also manufactured other snacks we see in the universe of the series and that are consumed by the characters. However, we can assume that the origin of these candies has a more demonic and supernatural background. It is likely that the Smile Dip dogs or flavor dogs managed to influence the company owner or key people working there to create these candies. In this way, the entities gained direct access to our reality and created a sort of connection or temporary portal between their dimension, known as the nightmare dimension, and ours. This allowed them to access people's minds, influence them, possess them, and consume their minds, leaving them permanently trapped in an endless journey or hallucination from which they could never escape. In the Haunted Store episode, we see that after all the kids, along with Dipper and Mabel Pines, enter the abandoned store, Wendy manages to turn on the lights and electronic devices inside. That's when most of the kids begin playing on a dance machine, which is a video game. Mabel, excited, finds the Smile Dip candies and remarks that they're banned in the country and no longer sold. Despite Dipper warning her that it's not a good idea to eat them, Mabel proceeds to consume a lot of these candies, around 11 or 12 packs. As a result, she quickly begins experiencing colorful and fun hallucinations, at least fun for her. One of those hallucinations includes the appearance of the flavor dogs, who are supposed to be the mascots for Smile Dip candies. In the sequence where Mabel interacts with them, we see the two dogs saying something that initially sounds unintelligible, resembling growls or funny noises. Interestingly, if the audio is played in reverse, it reveals a clear and disturbing message. When Mabel literally says, "I think I ate too many of you. What do you think?" the nearest dog responds, "Actually, don't trust your Uncle Stan," while the other asks if she wants to bite one of its legs. Mabel replies yes, and begins chewing on thin air in a very comical way. This message is unsettling, as it attempts to sow distrust toward her Uncle Stanley. Additionally, it seems to influence her so that, when the time comes, Uncle Stanford won't be able to return to the primary reality when Stanley activates the interdimensional portal. Mabel also experiences other hallucinations, such as riding a dolphin with multicolored humanoid arms, where she has a lot of fun. The girl repeatedly comments, "The future is in the past." It is also implied that the ghosts of the elderly couple who used to own the store were able to possess Mabel quite easily because she had eaten the Smile Dip candies and was hallucinating, which made her vulnerable to possession. The vengeful and malevolent spirits used Mabel as a conduit to manifest their powers and torment the teenagers, even coming close to harming Dipper. At the end of the episode, Mabel admits to Dipper that he was right, and that the Smile Dip candies are dangerous for her and anyone who consumes them. She promises never to eat these hallucinogenic candies again. During the events of Weirdmageddon, when Bill Cipher creates his chaos, he traps Mabel inside a special bubble where she remains, enjoying a fun reality where nothing ever changes, just as she had always wanted. Mabel is the leader of this place. Interestingly, within this bubble is one of the flavor dogs, the smaller one, which is heavily implied to be a powerful supernatural entity that Bill left behind to oversee her and ensure she wouldn't escape the illusion or her seemingly perfect world. In Journal 3, Mabel writes about her experience in the haunted store. She mentions that she managed to defeat on her own 2 very powerful and terrifying ghosts by disguising Dipper. Afterward, she never talks about the event again, but does note that she and Dipper managed to impress Wendy's teenage friends. Finally, Mabel says she's writing all this in Journal 3 because she forgot the password to her personal diary again. She also remarks that she can't stop thinking about the hallucinations, especially about the dolphin named Aachima. Later, Mabel writes an entire page about Smile Dip, drawing the 2 flavor dogs as well as their dimension, which she calls the land of Smile Dip. On this page, Mabel writes the following: "Of course, they look super cute and adorable, but these demon dogs speak in a reversed nightmare language that, once heard, will torment you forever in your dreams. I got here by eating 12 packs of these banned and expired candies from Europe. This might be the first time I had such a bad idea, and it will definitely be the last. These dogs are no good at all. Be very careful with those demons." Later in Bill's book, we see the smallest flavor dog, the one who spoke to Mabel in reverse for the last time. This entity is trapped in Pavilion 333 of the Terraprisma, where it is implied it was captured by Axolotl. This being is classified as one of the most dangerous dimensional tyrants and is a maximum security prisoner, just like Bill Cipher. This suggests that this dog might be just as powerful as Bill. The cryptogram below its illustration, when translated, reveals the dog's name, the Beast, which implies that this being is far more sinister and brutal than its happy and innocent appearance initially suggests. Now that we've thoroughly covered the story of these astral entities from the Gravity Falls universe, I want to share a personal theory about why the Beast, or this flavor dog, was captured in the Terraprisma. Despite the flavor dogs appearing as cartoonish, friendly, and funny beings inhabiting a candy-filled world, they are actually a type of astral entity with their own sinister plans and malevolent objectives. While the series implies they serve Bill Cipher, particularly the smallest dog with an extremely innocent appearance, this is the one who delivers a subliminal reversed message to Mabel, urging her not to trust her Uncle Stan. It's possible that, in another reality, dimension, or timeline, this dog successfully convinced Mabel not to trust her Uncle Stanley, which prevented Stanford from returning to the primary reality. This could have allowed Bill to triumph without significant opposition. Furthermore, it's likely that this dog was punished by Axolotl because, in another reality, it trapped Mabel within an infinite hallucination or a journey from which she could never escape. It's strongly implied that the flavor dogs claimed many human victims in the past, leaving them in perpetual hallucinations or even possessing them, which led to catastrophic consequences for these individuals. This is why Smile Dip candies were banned worldwide. My theory concludes that, due to the crimes committed and its collaboration with Bill Cipher in another reality to carry out Weirdmageddon, Axolotl captured the smallest dog, nicknamed the Beast, and imprisoned it in the terraprisma for rehabilitation through therapy. It can only be released if it proves it has truly changed for the better. Another interesting point that seems to confirm this theory is that the dog who speaks to Mabel in reverse is the same one who later appears inside the illusion bubble during Weirdmageddon and subsequently in the terraprisma. This suggests that the smallest dog is the most malevolent. And well, that's all we know about the demon dogs of Smile Dip in Gravity Falls. Honestly, I never would have imagined that these flavor dogs were actually demons, as they initially seemed to be just a funny hallucination of Mabel, caused by the candies and the logo. However, the concept is fascinating, and Bill's book confirms their sinister and demonic nature. From their first appearance with Mabel, it was already hinted that they were more than just friendly or imaginary beings. I think this is one of the most interesting and cool concepts in the series. Since the Haunted Store episode, the series creator, Alex Hirsch, left clues about these entities, and both Journal 3 and Bill's book confirm they are a type of astral demon. Due to their mythology and the mystery surrounding them, I believe the Smile Dip dogs, or flavor puppies, are among the most interesting and underrated monsters or entities in Gravity Falls. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you already know about the Smile Dip dogs from Gravity Falls? Were you familiar with their full story and possible origins? How do you think Smile Dip candies were actually created? And lastly, do you agree with my theory explaining why one of these beings is trapped in the terraprisma? Or do you have another theory to explain it? Comment your answers to these questions and your general opinion on the demon dogs of Smile Dip in this epic and entertaining animated series, Gravity Falls. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and share it to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of my new videos.